You know, I got to be honest with you here, boss. You don't want to give me that gun. 'Cause I'd probably shoot you with it.
Good morning, everybody. This is Sese with your Black Agenda Report morning shot for August 17th, 2010. Colonel Sanders should not be permitted a role in addressing world hunger. These words come from last week's edition of Pambazuka, the online journal which featured an article by Alex Free entitled Crying Foul, which concerns the World Food Programme's initiative to deliver food to the world's hungry. However, the United Nations food aid arm has chosen a strange bedfellow to collaborate with in the drive towards food security: Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, that same Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hence, crying foul. While some may laud KFC's move towards being a more socially responsible corporation, Alex Free reminds us that, quote, fast food companies know little about providing nutritious, sensibly portioned products for their customers, and are also thought to eradicate countries' culinary diversity, routinely undercutting local companies, suppliers, and producers as part of an assault on national cuisines, unquote. Where food sovereignty and food security to most countries means embracing the diversity of their crop output, the fast food model will completely displace this variety by the mass production of monoculture. KFC, a subsidiary of Yum! The world's largest restaurant company, seized this opportunity to bolster its image, raise its profits, and create a cycle of dependency a la the Monsanto model of agricultural domination worldwide. Instead of investing in the grassroots efforts of local food producers around the globe, the United Nations has chosen to align itself with money interests, who, by the looks of any ghetto USA, cared nothing about health and all about their profit margin. Perhaps recipients of Kentucky Fried Chicken food aid would do like Haitians did when Monsanto attempted to, quote, donate, unquote, their products as a post-quake relief gesture earlier this year, and let it burn. President Barack Obama went swimming and miniature golfing near the Gulf of Mexico this weekend in order to assure tourists that the Gulf is back open for business. Somebody's got to take a stand to claim $60 billion in tourist dollars that the Gulf rakes in annually. So while the cheap labor of black prisoners is used for British petroleum oil spill cleanup duties, and while black residents of New Orleans languish under the redesigned, corporatist New Orleans that does not respect the struggle for affordable housing, nor the black displaced residents' right to return to their hometown, the black president protects the same people who got him into office: BP and other billion-dollar corporate outfits. On Monday, social activists, politicians, and academics from around the world published an open letter to French President Nicolas Sarkozy, urging that France repay the illegitimate debt that she imposed on Haiti from 1825 until 1947. This debt is now valued at $21 billion. Signatories to the letter include Robin D.G. Kelly, Cornel West, Naomi Klein, Eduardo Galeano, Arun Gupta, Bill Fletcher Jr., Noam Chomsky, and Tariq Ali, to name but a few. Not only focusing on the debt paid until 1947, the letter also points out that, quote, after 1947, Haiti incurred debt to commercial banks and international financial institutions under the Duvalier dictatorships, who stole billions from the public treasury. The basic needs and development aspirations of generations of Haitians were sacrificed to pay back these debts. Granting Haiti the status of highly indebted poor country and canceling part of the current debt only begins to reverse the financial damage done by these recent debts. More recently, in 2000, Inter-American Development Bank loans of $150 million for basic infrastructure were illegally blocked by the United States government as a means of political pressure. This also did measurable economic and human damage. Each of these institutions and governments should be responsible for the harm they did to Haiti's society and economy, unquote. The letter also makes mention of the coup d'etat of democratically elected President Jean-Bertrand Aristide, whose ouster was actually supported by the current presidential hopeful Wyclef Jean. Wyclef, although campaigning on a platform to get Haiti on a path to recovery after January's devastating earthquake, is not to be found on the list of signatures for debt restitution, curiously. However, one is forced to wonder what Wyclef's now public shady business dealings through his Yele charity would mean for recovery if he was to win, and hence be in a position to administer the distribution of $21 billion. This has been your Black Agenda Report Morning Shot. Check us out on the web at www.blackagendareport.com. Abby Lincoln, rest in peace.
I just met the most marvelous bunch of niggers. the most marvelous bunch. You get him?